Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video we'll be talking about a full depth tutorial into the Natro Macro. So I already made a Natro Macro tutorial earlier on the channel. I'll link it in the description, but once you have it up, we're gonna go over this. So first off, the first page is gathering. So you want to set it on whatever field you want to gather at. Secondly, you always want to turn on drift comp. If you don't have Supreme Saturator, then it won't work because it detects for the blue pixels. But now onto the pattern shape. So you always set this on ELOL, but if you're going to farm for stickers, I recommend Corner Snake. And you want the width to be around 5 or 4 and the length to be usually medium, unless it's Corner Snake, which you want large. So now you wanted the minutes you want to grind at the field. You want to set that however long you want. I suggest from 5 to 20 minutes and set your pack to 100%. Hive by walk for blue hives and reset for white and red. So now the sprinkler location. So I suggest just setting this on center in distance 4 or 5. It just makes it so you go grind in the middle of the field instead of like on the sides. And then there you can also add other fields that you want to rotate to after that. But if you don't, you can just put it on none and you'll only do one. So now for the collect and kill, I recommend turning on clock and Mondo for 60 seconds, or if you're by yourself macroing, 120 seconds, because you need to actually kill the Mondo chick. I also recommend turning on glue, because it will collect the glue dispenser for you each day. And for Beesmas, activate the feast stockings if you need to in your early or mid game, but since I'm end game, I don't really need to use stockings that much. Snow machine, candles, samovar, and on its lid art are all good things to use while macroing. Now for the kill section. So now if you want to do bug runs, you basically just click whatever bugs you want to loot. For example, if I want like mantises and scorpions for a quest, I would just turn that on and loot them. Always turn on loot, that just gets the loot. If you just want to do bug runs, then select literally all of them. And make sure to turn off, do never have this on allow gather interrupt, because it will just automatically run forever bug runs, unless you want automatically running bug runs and not gathering anything. If you have Vicious Bee, just put in minus 15% monster respawn time and it will kill them accordingly. Now onto the bosses. If you want to kill bosses by yourself, not the macro doing it for you, just don't select these and you can do it in the game. But it will loot them and do everything for you, so you don't have to worry if you're gonna like lose out on stuff. So now for stingers, you can just kill Vicious Bee. You'll go to the fields, look for Vicious Bee spikes, and kill them accordingly. If you want to get Vicious Bee in your like really early game, then I suggest turning that on. Also for the King Beetle, if you don't want a new amulet, then just turn on keep old, and it'll always just keep the old one and never actually use the new one. So now onto the boost. So mainly you're going to use the boost if you're a blue hive, since blue hives are the best for macroing and red and white don't get that much from macroing. For field boost, it will go to like the field boosters, like the blue HQ, and it will activate the field booster every 45 minutes, and it'll see if you get the field that you selected, like either pine, blue flower, or bamboo. And you can also turn auto field boost on. This is basically, you can turn on like your dice or glitter, so you want to have that in your inventory according to the slots, like the hotbar slots that you select in here. And you want to limit it to how many of the dice and glitter you want to use, because if you just put it on infinite, it will just use them all in a night. It's kind of stupid. That's how dice are, it's literally gambling. And you also want to turn on free field boosters that literally complements the blue field boost one. And if you want it to use red extractor, anything in your second hotbar or anything in here every like certain amount of time, you can do that. So for example, I usually have blue extract here, and every 15 minutes, which is about how long blue extract is, it will reuse it in the field as soon as it starts gathering. The wind shrine, you can just repeatedly donate certain items and it'll just do it for you every hour. Now onto the stickers. So the sticker printer, you can just literally just macro any egg that you have. Like, I suggest basic eggs. You can get good stuff from them rarely, but it gives you a bunch of stickers to trade away and stuff, and it's really cheap. So now onto the quests. You can actually macro basically every quest in the game. Now, and thing to note is that black bears, it's only the repeatable quests. It's not like the ones leading up to the mythic egg. If that was, that would be like a lifesaver, but they don't have that implemented yet. And you can turn on any one of these, and if you only want to do them, just put allow gather interrupt. Now onto the planters. Now, I don't personally use planters like automatically. I found it really confusing, but if you're gonna do it, use manual and click which planters you want in what fields, and it will cycle through what planters like you're placing. So that's like, they places these 3, and then after it harvests all of them, it places these 3 in these different fields, and then it'll just do that, and you can add as many as you want. But then there's the plus, and I don't really get how this works because I've tried this many times and it sometimes just doesn't even plant any planters. So the status, this is just like the macro log. This is what it does. And you can get this into Discord by the tutorial on the Natro Macro Discord server to do it. Now onto the settings. So this is just for like the theme you want, like the theme of the actual Natro Macro, like it'll be like a different color or something. I just use Macline 3 because it's the most clean and like it starts off with it. For your hive slot, so if we come down here and see, so this is actually like according to the thing. So it says like 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 over here. You just want to respond accordingly. If you do it wrong, like if you're at 2 and you do like 3, it will be fine, but it'll be a little longer. But if you're at, for example, 3 and it's at 1, then it will just go here, stop, and then jump, and then it'll like break. So make sure you do that before running the macro. You can also put a private server link in, so if you disconnect, it'll just connect to the private server again. And always use deep link. It doesn't like require any browser, it just instantly joins. You can also daily reconnect every how many hours. You can set that. This really doesn't mean anything unless if the private server doesn't work, then it will go to public server. You want to put your movement speed in here, and you just check it right around here, 32. I have it in there. Move speed correction is very useful because if you're, for example, just going in a field like this and you go faster, it will like go longer, like because you're going faster, but it will like correct it for like what your settings were based on how fast you're going. Move method, always beat cannon. It's so much better. It's way faster. Sprinkler type, whatever you have. Convert balloon, I just do always, even though I'm a blue hive. Some people do it on a time base, but just do it always. I'm not sure what multiple reset is. Pretty sure that's just like how many times it resets before it starts gathering. The MISC page has a lot of different useful things, like gifted basic bee auto hatchers. So like it'll take basic eggs out of your inventory and place them onto your hive until you get a basic bee, gifted basic bee. So it's really useful for tedious tasks like that. So bitterberry autofeeder will just give bitter berries until it'll like get a mutation that you like, and it'll stop. I'm not sure what the auto mutator is, but export hive blist. This is just for like exporting a hive that you have in game, and it'll just put it into like a image, like a separate image with like a hive comp basically. Now the calculators, ticket shop calculator, how expensive like the ticket shops, like how expensive they're gonna get. SSA calculator, which is how much honey you're gonna have to spend, or should I say gamble, to get the perfect SSA. Bond calculator, how much bond into honey it's gonna take to level up all your bees. Auto clicker, this is just all stuff that you won't need to use. This is just the credits of all the people who made it. So that was my full Natro Macro guide. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any more videos like this. And thank you for watching this video. See you guys. Peace.